Welcome everyone to Love Wrestling Interviews. My name is Zak Ralph, and I have a wealth of ways I could introduce my guests, and I'm going to use a large handful of them right here. C4 Tag Team Champion, IWS Tag Team Champion, XZW National Champion, IWS Executive Producer, Head Coach of the IWS Dojo, esteemed member of Casanova Productions, and Professor H himself, Shayne Hawke. Shayne, how are you, friend?
Wow. 10 on 10. Anybody ever use that gimmick? 10? I don't know. Should I start?
I don't think so. I think it's a brand new gimmick that you just used right there.
But wow, thank you for that introduction. I should specify.
Should I have gone for 3 more?
I was enjoying it as you continued, but I mean, I don't need a list. It's okay. But if you would want to like float that to me in the DM sometime soon, I wouldn't be upset. Okay, I wouldn't be upset if that was the case.
You got it.
That XCW national title, yeah, it's not. It's specifically not meant to be just for XCW. It's supposed to be a Quebec national title that's defended everywhere. So it's kind of like a non-denominational title. That's the goal behind it. The vision behind it is that it's like a territory title and not a company 3 letters title. So I've defended it various feds so far, but we just refer to it as the national championship or the championnat national.
Yeah, I got to get the Quebecois in there.
So Quebecois.
Well, thank you for enlightening me on that. It's kind of interesting. You're kind of becoming the belt collector of Eastern Canada in that regard, and so like the cornerstone of the Quebec Championship, the national championship, that kind of suits that cause.
I'm just saying, in terms of the championships that I hold right now and the quality of the championships that I hold right now. Very prestigious championships. Also think I'm allowed to call myself the ultimate team player. But basically, yeah, so I have 2 major tag team championships with 2 different partners, also people that I've trained, and executive producer status. I'm the coach of the IWS Pro Dojo, and General Andrewness. I think that Andrew plays well with others is the name of the game these days, and it seems to be working out pretty well.
That would sound great. Look great on a hat. Andrew plays well with others.
I think it might. That's some good merch right there. It might be.
Merch up, absolutely.
Not to cut you in.
So we. Oh, sweet, love it. I'll help design it at the very least. We are here, of course, to talk largely about IWS versus GCW UnFnSanctioned, happening March 11th at the Olympia here in Montreal. Going to be a great event, but I want to pick your brain about one thing that's happening the night before. I know you're going to be a part of this Friday night Speedball, helmed by Speedball Mike Bailey, which, to say the least, is a very unique wrestling program.
It's, I think the word that they use in professional wrestling is unorthodox. Isn't that like the generally catch-all term for what Friday night Speedball is? It's a really good time. It's really fun. It's unorthodox, but it's worth watching. You should watch it. If you're watching this, you should be watching Friday Night Speedball.
Absolutely. We're big fans of Speedball. And again, we're no strangers. Certainly you've given many a stunner to our very own Lawrence Cartier at Friday Night Speedball events.
Given a stunner to someone who deserved it? Yes, I did do that. Listen, I understand sometimes comes a point in every time in your life where you're going to draw a line in the sand and maybe you go against the grain. The fact is that I stand by my decision. I stand by my principle that Lawrence Cartier deserves all his thumbs. Okay, so that's just how it is. And you know what? If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Hey, I will not editorialize from here on out, but it's on record now. He had it coming. Let's talk a little bit about UnFnSanctioned. Again, cross-promoted with Game Changer Wrestling. My first question is, like, who approached who about this? Did Brett approach you? Did you approach Brett Lauderdale? What happened there?
I honestly, I couldn't give you the exact details. I mean, we've known Brett from back in the day, from like CCW, like forever now, like 15. We go back a long time. We did a show for the Collective, I think in 2019. I'm really bad with dates. If you listened to me before, you know that I'm terrible with dates. But we did a show. The IWS had a show in New Jersey called, I think, Unstoppable. And that was in conjunction with GCW. So we kind of realized that we worked well together. And Manny and Brett, they still keep in touch pretty often. PCP Crazy Manny, that is, in case that needed any specification whatsoever.
Oh yeah, PCP Manny, of course.
Yeah, you know, the other Manny. But yeah, so they still talk, and then I think it was because we had Joey Janela come in that the conversation started to happen, because we had him come in and wrestle Speedball at the 2 Olympia shows ago, not the Jay White show, the show before that. I cannot remember the name for the life of me. But then afterwards, we went out with Joey Janela, and we're like talking about doing an IWS versus GCW show, and got in touch with Brett. Ended up coming to fruition, and it's really exciting.
Super exciting. The card is absolutely stacked. But I got to ask, like, when you're cross promoting with another promotion, I don't know. I don't know anything about this world, of course, but like I have to anticipate there's some negotiation of what that card is going to look like. Were there any kind of challenges in putting the card together?
Honestly, not really. I mean, Brett Lauderdale's a really busy guy. He just had twins or something. So, I mean, he's not.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, he's not available 24/7 the way I am neurotically. Brett's a busy guy. He's a very busy guy, and good for him for creating something. You can't argue with the results, right? It's working. I feel like when we had the booking meeting together, we kind of just naturally fit. Like it kind of just went. It really didn't take that long to figure out. Once we had like not locked down who the rosters were going to be, things started really falling into place. And I think we've got something really cool planned. Well, I don't think we have something. I know for a fact that we have something really cool planned for March 11th.
It's an absolute stacked card. And I want to talk a little bit about your match, of course. Casanova Productions, you're going to be teaming with the team that you defeated for the IWS Tag Team titles, Carl Jepson, Jeremy Prophet, Black Quebecois, and you're facing Wasted Youth, Cole Radrick, and John Wayne Murdoch representing Team GCW. Are you going to be able to coexist with Black Quebecois?
If they listen to the clearly better team. I mean, the champions are the captains. That's just natural. I feel like that's fair. So, you know, we beat them completely and totally clean. We beat them easily. And
once again, I will not editorialize.
Our strategy was superior to theirs. You know, they call me the professor. I'm a smart guy. So as long as they listen to me, you know, Carl Jepson, he's my student at the IWS dojo. Look at the lengths that he's been able to climb. Excuse me. I'm a frog in my throat tonight.
All good.
But look at the heights he's been able to reach, and that was through my coaching. So I feel like people should listen to me more. I know they won't, but my track record speaks for itself. Ultimate team player.
Hey.
Ultimate team player. Not just a team player. Ultimate.
I'm going to add that to the introduction next time I interview you. After all the other accolades, we'll put ultimate team player in the mix right there.
Best friend to all.
If Wasted Youth, Cole Radrick, and Murdoch happen to be watching, got anything you want to say to them?
Well, I think it would be really smart if they want to be my friends too. And one of the ways to do that is to show respect in the ring. You know, Cole Radrick was going online, and he was taking shots at IWS guys, saying that he wanted to fight Beef Wellington and do the ass punch and stuff. Well, brother, now's your chance. And Wasted Youth and JWM, guys, listen to the professor. You want to get straight A's. You want to get to the next level? I can help you get there. Just play the game.
There it is. There you have it. Leading into the big 8-man tag team match at IWS versus GCW UnFnSanctioned. But again, top of the card, in my estimation, is the main event. But at the very least, it's certainly a marquee match we got to talk about, because you got another tag team match repping IWS. You got Sexy Eddie and the Canadian champion Green Phantom taking on Mance Warner, who ran in at the last IWS event, teaming with the Ultraviolent champion. The Secret Tunnel. Oh man, I want to pick your brain. That's a whole other topic. I could go all night about the Secret Tunnel in Bense Matier. But Mance is teaming with Rina Yamashita. If that wasn't violent enough, man, you've made it fans bring the weapons. So, oh my God, what do you say about a match like this?
What do you say about a match like this? Are there words that can truly describe the carnage spectacle that's fans bring the weapons? Because we like, there's some death matches places out there. They'll do like fans bring the weapons, whatever, but like, nobody does it like the IWS, man. Nobody does. There's a reason we're known for this kind of thing. And I mean, I'm never going to be in one of these matches, that's for sure, because the amount of damage that these guys put themselves through. Oh, you know what's funny, though, is that the deathmatch guys, usually the nicest people backstage. It's funny how that works. Deathmatch guys, always really cool backstage. Matt Tremont, sweetest man.
Do you think that's going to be the case for Mance and Arena?
No, I think that everybody wants Mance's head in Montreal after he ran in through a secret tunnel.
The secret tunnel. Oh my goodness. Again, Bense Matier, the fact that he ran out, he assaulted the IWS champion Ben Tull alongside Effie and then escaped through a secret tunnel. Like, it was the most supervillain thing I have ever seen in a pro wrestling environment. It was fantastic. Fantastic to watch. I'm sure it sucked to be on your side of the fence there.
When we saw the secret tunnel, we were like, we have to use the secret tunnel. We very clearly have to use the secret tunnel. There's no.
But GCW beat you to it.
But they tend to do that. Those sneaky outlaws.
Oh, well, again, like we just talked about it. Mance made the surprise appearance at the end of IWS Praise the Violence. I hope I got that event right, but I know it was the Bense Matier card back in January. Yeah. But can we expect more surprises perhaps happening on the March 11th card?
I mean, honestly, anything can happen in the IWS. Secret tunnels can happen in the IWS. If secret tunnels in the side of a pool can happen in the IWS, and there's a fans bring the weapons match in the IWS, magic happens in the IWS. You must be there to see it.
I'm very intrigued if the Olympia has secret tunnels like Bense Matier has. If
I know all
they have some secret tunnels there.
I am the secret tunnel. I guess virtuoso. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Savant. Yeah, that's it. Secret tunnel savant. That's what I am. I know them all.
Okay. I'm adding that note to the intro.
That's one of my many talents.
Cycling back to fans bring the weapons match, like you said, it's a real staple for the IWS, and you've certainly like you said, a lot of companies have it, but IWS is certainly known for it. Is there any fans bring their weapons matches that you would advise that someone not familiar with IWS might go check out?
I mean, honestly, you just got to go check out our YouTube channel. We have so much of that content on there. Fans Bring the Weapons 02 stands out to me just because that's the one that I got into when I first started wrestling. So if you want like a glimpse into the mind of the professor, you could watch that one. That one's pretty cool. It's more specific moments than specific matches, like there's just so many crazy things that happen in any given Fans Bring the Weapons match that it's the moments that stick with you. And it's being there for those moments and like what's happening around you and like what you're drinking at the time. These are peak experiences in life. There's nothing like it. And it's super scary too. So you got the adrenaline going, you got all the hormones going, and it's like a live action horror movie. Except that you get to bring the weapons. Imagine that. Imagine if they made a Friday the 13th movie, but you got to pick the weapons. Like that's what you're watching live and in front of you.
certainly seen Montreal bring some very unique weapons to the fans, bring the weapons experience at IWS, and I'm looking forward to what they bring to that huge tag team match at UnFnSanctioned. Oh, I haven't decided yet. Oh, I was thinking maybe wrapping some fruit in barbed wire.
Nice.
That's just top of my head. We'll get a little more.
I've seen barbed wire pineapple before. I have seen that.
Oh, geez. And I thought I was being a pioneer here.
I feel like everything has been done and we're just putting it into new postmodern ways, right? But what's old is new again. It's all good. I've seen some ridiculous things. I'm excited for the cactus. There's always a cactus.
Always a cactus.
The amount of creativity that goes into some of these deathmatch weapons is astounding. Astounding to me. Like, what if our human minds use these capabilities to be doctors and scientists and such instead?
Instead we weaponize succulents.
Which, isn't that what life is really all about? Making that decision? I think it is. Come watch fans bring the weapons to expand your universe.
My last question for you. UnFnSanctioned is the first of two events that IWS and GCW are doing together. The second being Worst Behavior 1 week later, March 19th in Toronto. Not a lot's been discussed other than who's appearing at the card, which includes Matt Cardona, which is very exciting. Yep. Got any scoops for me that we can close the interview with?
I genuinely do not have scoops for you at all on Toronto. We know who's going. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I really don't. I know that there's some really cool plans in line, but I really can't give it away right now. I feel like if I gave it away, I would be revealing something way too soon.
Fair enough.
There's a plan. There's a plan. That's all.
You know I had to try, right? I had to.
I can't do it without spoiling it. I can't do it. Sorry.
No, totally fair. Again, I had to try. I had to at least try to get something there. But again, it was super exciting card. One thing that GCW marvels at is just they can just announce they're coming to town, and it's gonna fans will buy tickets. And Toronto is gonna be a great time one way or the other.
IWS in Montreal is the highest pre-sale ever.
That's outstanding.
Toronto is sold out. Yeah, we're in a great position right now. And one thing that's really nice about having a high pre-sale is some of the stress gets alleviated from the promotion side of things, and you're able to focus more on the creative side of things. And that is a lot of fun in the rare occasion that it happens, but that is a lot of fun.
It's a very exciting time as an IWS fan and seeing GCW come to town. Shayne, once again, it's always great talking to you, man. And thank you very much for your time this evening. Before I let you go, drop the socials. Yeah, absolutely. Drop the socials. Let us know, follow you, and all the good stuff for IWS.
At Superstar Hawke, Hawke at E as an E at the end. So Superstar, HAWKE on every single platform. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I do have a TikTok, though I'm not very active because I do not understand it very well because I am a boomer at this point. Follow IWS at IWS Hardcore on every single platform as well. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter also. We're on the Twitter machine. We have YouTube, youtube.com/IWS Hardcore. All sorts of footage. Let me give a couple of shout outs now, please, to our sponsors at Prohibition, Lagavulin, and the Green Room. And make sure, please, that you go check out IWS Bloodstream on the Fight Network. Local TV, grassroots TV. Coming on year 5. That's pretty cool. So if you want to support local and the ultimate team player while you're at it, follow all those things. Thank you very much.
Marvelous. Thank you very much, Shayne.
Andrew.